first mayoral hot seat debate. Unfortunately, our son's not here with us. He's at school, so
we will be watching it, giving you our live reactions. We're watching it for the first time, so you'll be seeing our real-time reactions. With that being said, I will try to react as honestly as possible. Not hide anything from the cameras. Twajon?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe I do need that big bright light.
I was trying to tell you, like, watch. Hold on, watch that. Watch that turn on. I think it actually does make a little sound.
Nah, it's just back there.
Okay.
I'm dark as fuck. Let's fuck up my blue light right here.
Alright, so we're on YouTube. The video is titled New Orleans Mayoral Hot Seat Debate.
Oh, wait. We're on Twitch and YouTube live stream together.
Okay, I just
yeah. I was adding a feature for you to know. So
11 hours ago, this video was posted to YouTube. It already has 1.2k views.
That's
so,
right.
It's gonna be 1.2001 now after this.
Remember, like, share, subscribe.
Okay, take it away.
I should use yours because you got ad free, but you know, I did get the 50 subscribers, so but I'm broke. I ain't getting it.
We'll try to do some comic relief during the ad breaks, so that you're not forced to watch that.
Oh my God! Look at this AI.
People tell jokes.
Look at this AI thing.
You can tell jokes, right?
Look at this AI commercial.
We're thinking these are fake people and not even the real people.
This is AI.
We're thinking this is the AI crap.
Because why y'all got headsets on?
It's true, we do.
Alright, I'm turning out. This is getting freaky. They won't even use real humans.
The challenges we face. There's so many.
WDSU's mayoral debate starts right now. Good evening and welcome to the WDSU mayoral debate. I am your moderator this evening,
Gina Swanson.
Gina.
And WDSU wants to make sure you have heard from the candidates before you cast your ballot. We've invited the candidates tonight who met several criteria, from social media presence, campaign staff, and a contribution threshold, all as September 1st. Those candidates are State Senator Royce Duplessis, City Council Member Helena Moreno, and City Council Member Oliver Thomas. Thank you all for joining us.
Wow, me and Oliver Thomas even did the exact same hand gesture. What is that supposed to indicate?
We will have a main round of questions.
Like almost at the exact same time.
For real. Y'all in sync.
A lot of ground to cover in a short amount of time. The order of the candidates has already been pre-selected, so let's get started, shall we? Question number 1 on the issue of insurance. The first question is to Councilmember Thomas. Last week we saw parts of Jefferson Parish getting a 35% drop in insurance because the parish has improved its insurance rating. New Orleans still has a Class 7 rating. People are saying it's just too expensive to live here. We're seeing people move away, citing the price of insurance. If you're elected mayor, how will you, 1, bring insurance rates down, and then 2, convince people that
the insurance rates are going down?
Alright, if you were a mayor, how would you answer this question?
I feel like the answer to these questions are like, I mean, the insurance rates are never coming down. Let's be real. Come on. I mean,
I'd be like, just get Jake from State Farm to be like a representative in there. You know, he might have some incentives to have State Farm be the main monopoly people like energy. But hey, you know.
Well, I mean, it goes deep. How I want to answer, I can't answer on camera.
Let's see what.
I would be going into a lot of the. Yeah, I can't say it on camera because my answer would be much deeper about like an underlying issue of why the insurance rates are so high. But I can't answer without giving away my pirate roots.
All right, let's see what OT about to say. That's Oliver Thomas for short.
Thank you, and I want to thank WDSU for this opportunity, as well as my colleagues who offer themselves to run for office. Mimic what Jefferson Parish has done. Meet with those officials.
Great answer.
Talk about how they can continue to meet.
Mirror. Yeah, that's great. It's a great answer. Great answer for OT. No wonder why we went to this at the beginning.
Bring down rates. How do we take advantage of the fortified roofing program that the senators talked about? We know that if you can show that there's 25% participation in the certain
like this
area.
is 90 Day Fiancé pillow
insurance rates automatically go down. As well as
Some of the
being
best-
as the mayor,
First
at some
off,
point, the
First
mayor-
off, 90 Day Fiancé is some of the best reactors we'll ever see in our lifetime because they
You're
are.
like not fully in the frame whenever you're.
I know. I was trying to like text and not look like I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying. 90 Day Fiancé, GOAT, did the GOAT of reacts straight up. Like they even have a whole thing called Pillow Talk. Crazy.
Where they just react, they just watch TV and just whisper. I've never really been into Pillow Talk, but
You did get bonus money for that? Like they
Of
get like
course,
overtime?
yeah.
Like they get
to
like
just sit there and commentate the show. Yes, of course.
mayor has to talk about what that office does to make sure this city.
But the whole
insurance
beloved,
rates
they're already beloved
and the increase in
characters.
insurance
They're like
rates,
proven
as well as the
beloved.
cost of living, is increasingly making New Orleans more and more affordable. But let's not reinvent the wheel. Let's sit down with the officials of Jefferson Parish.
Way to go,
what they
Oliver.
did,
Let's not reinvent
and
the
make it
wheel.
apply to New
the
Orleans.
OT.
Yes.
Let me get that bright light. Let me get that
The
bright
question
light.
is to you, 1 minute. Shall I repeat the question? I'm sorry, Senator Duplessis, the question is to you, 1 minute.
Can you repeat it?
What would you do to help bring down insurance rates and also make it affordable for
Great
people
tactic
to
by
live in
words.
the city?
Get a little thinking time.
Thank you, Gina. Well, we know that
you,
insurance
Gina.
is
I like that.
crushing individuals, it's crushing the real estate market, and it is absolutely one of the reasons why so many people have left our state. I'm a trained attorney. I'm the only attorney in this race. But I will continue to do the work that I've been doing at the state legislature. I've served on the Louisiana Senate Insurance
Fried
Committee,
chicken
where I've
light.
been a champion, and I've fought in a very hostile
Yeah,
climate
that's
to do
coming.
everything possible to bring down homeowners' insurance rates.
shit when I
That
get
means working with all of my colleagues, particularly on the
Yeah.
Fortified Roof Program. I've been very vocal
Shout out to
about my
Dave, sir.
plan to
These are both talking about fortified roofs,
support
even though that
the
wasn't in
state
the question.
program so that we can get those 25% of rooftops fortified in the parish.
You know, it's a great way to fortify your roof. You can build it the old Cajun or Creole style, which is where it comes to a very high point,
That means
a very
partnering with community organizations like Healthy Community
that
Services
makes the
and
win
Angela
part.
Shaw.
And maybe you can go one step further and make a geodesic.
Consortium
Thank
and
you,
working with
Senator.
community to
Thank
let
you,
them lead
Senator.
the way for flourishing.
Councilmember Moreno, the question is to you. How would you bring down insurance rates and make New Orleans more affordable so people can stay?
Thank
1
you,
minute.
Gina. Thank you to WDSU for having all of us today. First, let me just say that so
Hot girl
often
Moreno.
it's said
Moreno.
that, hey, cities really can't do anything about the insurance crisis. I disagree with that. And
Oh my God, that's
why
exactly what I
administration
said.
will
Helen was
create the
like, no,
Office of
Ian,
Insurance
wrong.
Justice so that we can create the right level of policies to really
She says you
assist
can
people
lower
in
the
New Orleans
insurance.
with this insurance issues. And when it comes to this particular office, one of the things that we need to explore is a potential partial tax abatement for individuals who do want to invest in a fortified roof. And then also really working closely with our legislative delegation to come up with new ideas that potentially could move forward positive legislation that not only could help the people of New Orleans, but really could help
That's how she's
people
a
from
gifted
all
speaker.
across the state of Louisiana. But what we are seeing is that if we look at certain areas and put fortified roofs in certain areas, what you will do is you will bring the overall cost of insurance throughout entire neighborhoods down. And so that's the level of
Okay, so
strategy
they're
that we
talking
really
about
need
house
to be
insurance.
looking
Yeah,
at.
at first I thought they were
And
talking about
already
car
I've been talking
insurance.
to
I thought they
the
specifically
folks
just
over
talking
at
about car
Jefferson Town
insurance.
to see what
All
we
insurance
can
is
follow
okay.
after that.
The next question is on the
Potholes.
issue of development in New Orleans East. Senator Duplessis, the question is to you. We asked our viewers actually to submit questions. Several viewers wanted to know about plans to redevelop New Orleans East aside from Six Flags. Viewers want tangible, immediate development. Again, in Jefferson Parish, again, Amazon same-day shipping facility.
Dude, that'd be fire.
I like the way she do that. Same day shipping facility.
I think it would be great to have a Amazon facility out there in New Orleans East. It'll bring jobs, and it'll also bring white people to New Orleans East to pick up their stuff. I mean, the Karens will go crazy out there. Like, I want my stuff now.
I wouldn't say like off top. I just do not know much or enough about New Orleans politics. I would think to be able to give like any reliable answers on any of these questions. So definitely do not listen to anything I'm saying because I don't think I know enough. Disclaimer.
Specific development district similar to the downtown development district. 1 minute, Senator Duplessis.
I was born at Methodist Hospital on Reed Boulevard in New
biographical
Orleans East. Many of you all have heard me share the story about my upbringing and the memories of New Orleans East and what it used to be in Kenilworth and the Plaza and how special New Orleans East not just was, but
See, bro.
He said not just was. What? I thought that was like a nice little
You know,
nostalgia industrial complex.
I
It's
want
real.
to. I want to vote for Helena, bro, but he just keeps getting me with the fucking East stories, bro. Like he just brings me back. He always brings me back. Like I want to.
And the way he was like, many of you, the way he did the disclaimer, like many of you have already heard it, because that's kind of what you have to do is tell the same story over and over and over. And yes, people will get frustrated because you've said it so many times. So he's like, but it needs to be said a lot of times, these things. So I like how you can tell he's like used to it, because he's like, you've heard me say it before.
On some nerd shit, we're both stunned to Krypton. Like Krypton got exploded. Superman don't have no home. New Orleans East is still here. We can still revitalize it though. But Royce, he's. I'm about to make a hard decision in that boot. I mean, OT is the third wheel, so I ain't voting for him. But god damn it, Royce, why you keep getting me with the East? You know it's gonna hit my heart. Sorry for going on this rant. It's just.
No, that's why we're.
He said the plaza.
We're sharing.
They had an ice rink in the plaza.
Yeah, no. He was like, as soon as he started with the, many of you have heard the tale of my upbringing. I was just like, oh no, here we go. Well,
I ain't crying.
I'm tired now.
I'm strong.
Okay.
I'm strong.
Still is. We're going to change.
We love a biographical man.
Talk about New Orleans East. We're going to speak
Priest.
life into New Orleans East. That's how we're going to start. The other piece is that we have to talk about the current failures. Councilmember Moreno is the chairperson of economic development, and we have absolutely nothing to show for it in New Orleans East in particular.
Ooh, that's a shot fired.
I will lean into the Port of New Orleans by playing up our strengths. The expansion project, that will create, on average, jobs that pay $75,000 a year. New Orleans East can absolutely benefit from transportation, distribution, warehouse jobs. And yes, I'm tired of seeing Amazon distribution plants go in Jefferson Parish and go in St. Tammany Parish when they need to be right there in New Orleans East.
Senator,
Dude,
thank you.
man.
Remember the question is to you. Heard the senators
Royce!
over economic development.
I
What
don't
would
really
you do to spur more economic
have
development
much of
in
that.
New Orleans East, and do you support an economic development district? What
Yes.
is it?
So first, it's all about really boosting the Economic Development Office and having a team just specifically focused to New Orleans East. And that's what my administration will do. Ultimately, having a team of individuals who every time that they come into work, all they're thinking about is how do we retain and recruit businesses in New Orleans East. New Orleans East is really just ripe for opportunity. What it has lacked is real focus. We have tremendous opportunities that are available due to the fact that we have the new port terminal, the LIT terminal,
Right for
coming
opportunities.
in
the phrase
St.
you just
Bernard.
used here.
And so that means that right now I can tell you that Slidell is really looking for these additional opportunities, but we need to have the mayor's office looking at those opportunities right now. We have so many
Oh, we're having
opportunities
indirect
for
competition with
job centers,
Slidell?
for warehousing that we can
Okay.
start
It's like
recruiting
such a
again
long
right
bridge.
now. And I've already started making some of those calls. We also have the opportunity to utilize some of the city-owned properties that we have there to redevelop those into useful properties. And then, of course, doing what the people of New Orleans East really want, bringing more.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Thomas, this is your district. We got a lot of questions on. They want to know tangible and immediate development, and would you support an economic development district in New Orleans East?
Well, I'm going to be the first mayor to have a standalone office of economic development in New Orleans East. But this is also a no-brainer. Why are we leading with positives about New Orleans East? The senator is right. New Orleans East is leading in violent crime reduction. Why aren't we building that up? Why don't we take advantage of two of the busiest waterways in North America, the intercoastal and the industrial canal? They feed the 33-state tributary system. We can spin off what they're doing with the port to make sure that we're incentivizing those the areas around those two waterways. If we can have a biomedical research district downtown, if we can have special taxing districts downtown, why don't we do the same thing in New Orleans East? Let's take advantage of the 7,000 acres of the Delport Business Park. Let's take advantage of Propel Park, $100 million investment. Let's take advantage of the new investment.
Dude, it's like when I watch stuff like this, it just reminds me that like I'm not from New Orleans and I really don't. Even though I'm from right down the road, it reminds me I just really don't know nothing about it.
But the
It's
politics.
just about New Orleans. I mean, there's like a whole history of you really had to be here to really understand like a lot of this stuff, and a lot of people will try to profess that they understand it, but I mean, I'm one of the people gonna say like I can never.
First thing you
There's
should.
so much context that I just don't have.
The first thing you should know about New Orleans is slavery. I'm joking. Nah, you don't need to know about that. All
But
right.
the context like you had to be here for,
Yeah, you have to be at the second round.
Just like the people where I'm from, you know, you have to be there to really understand it too. Sorry, New Orleans, I'll never be understand you like that.
You weren't there at the Jubilee with DJ Jubilee. You weren't there at the sock hop when Katie Red and Big Frida popped out. Well, I wasn't there either. I was not.
We need to stop the stereotypes and build on the assets.
Thank you. The question that Cantrell administration, council member
More stereotypes.
is to you. We've seen all the talk of in the mayor's race headed in a different direction, a new vision for the city. What elements of the Cantrell administration have been successful, and if you were elected mayor,
I think it's
what would
important
you
to
Sure. I can tell you that there have
You'll
been
never
some
understand the
initiatives
city
with the New
because they're
Orleans
highly
Health
mythologized.
Department that I have worked so closely with Dr. Avegno on. Everything from assisting new mothers and really trying to improve maternal outcomes here in the city of New Orleans. Also, my work around domestic violence in partnership with this administration, particularly with the health department, ensuring that we now have social workers who are responding after there is a case of domestic violence at the scene, really, to assist victims. Working so closely also with the health department to help vulnerable populations, particularly those living in senior apartment housing, so that we ensure that when there is a storm or any type of emergency, that they are not left behind. So I certainly would continue to support Dr. Jennifer Avegno, keep her, and make sure that our health department continues to do the great work that they've been doing.
Councilmember Thomas, Cantrell administration, what would you keep if elected mayor?
Well, as Mayor Oliver Thomas is going to expand the city seats
I love
program.
how you're talking about himself in the third person. I don't know if it's a Louisiana old person thing or just
who need access
not
to
I don't call
universal
him old,
child
but
care. We need to make sure we can
very
expand
reminds me of
that
like all the
program.
elders I
The
know.
next thing I'm going to do is make sure we keep and expand on the Office of Families and Children. I don't know why anyone's not talking about, especially of our largest demographic, strengthening.
Yeah, my sound card is
That's
completely
our
dead.
largest population here, and making sure that children,
There's still
especially
some-
post-Katrina, black children post-Katrina are poorer than they were pre-Katrina. And the data center says in the last 12 years, the disparity gap has gotten even worse. And then the Office of Cultures. The Office of New Orleans is its tradition and its culture. And as mayor, I'm going to make sure we don't have any culture vultures or anyone who dilutes our culture. Let's build
That
on
would be
those.
great if you could really hold to that promise,
Thank you,
OT.
Senator
That would be
Dukakis.
amazing.
Elements of the Cantrell administration you will agree with and maintain if elected mayor. 1 minute.
I would also maintain and continue to invest in the Office of Youth and Families. I will build on the work that I've how important that is to help you develop young, strong children. But to take that a step further, right now New Orleans is experiencing historic lows in some area with respect to violent crime. I will work with continuing to support our New Orleans Police Department. Talk to our grass all the way down to the rank and file members. Morale is high. We want to continue to build on that. I live right across the street from the 6th District Police Station, and I see what many of the men and women of the New Orleans Police Department deal with every day. So continuing to build on the leadership that they have done in conjunction with the community-led organizations like Peacekeepers and Ubuntu and all the organizations that do so much work on the ground to invest on the front end around violence intervention and prevention, I will continue to invest in that.
Thank you, Senator. Councilmember Thomas, the issue of the city deficit between overtime spending and an overestimation of revenue. We're facing a $100 million deficit. A longtime issue that has come up is putting more properties on the tax roll. The BGR says 65% of assessed value of all real estate in New Orleans in Orleans Parish exempt from property tax. Is that a consideration for you when it comes to solving this deficit?
I mean, at some point we have to look at, especially when you're looking at potential deficit and funding chartered city services, we have to look at all avenues, and let's meet with the BGR to take a look at those possibilities. But let's not panic, right? Right now, what they're projecting is somewhere between a $65 million deficit, and some folk say it may be a little more. But let's not start sounding the alarm, even though it's extremely important. A lot of that is tied up in the personnel positions from people who were working when you talk about the Americans Affordable Care Act. So a lot of those positions can be eliminated. And the rest of it is caught up in $70 million in the general fund, and $30 million in projections. We aren't finished receiving Super Bowl receipts right now. And what do you know when you understand the history of the budget? A lot of that is made up in the fourth quarter and the first quarter of the next year. So while we're going to take a real serious look at the budget, we're going to meet with the BGR to talk about their recommendations and expanding the tax base. Let's not sound the alarm and let people think that city services are going to be cut.
Thank you, Senator Duplessis. $100 million deficit. Is it an option to put more properties on the tax rolls? 1 minute.
I think it is time to sound the alarm.
Helena Moreno knows New Orleans inside and out.
I'm going to make it easier to live here, because if we can do that, the sky's the limit for the city of New Orleans. And honestly, that's the level of service that the people of New Orleans deserve.
Okay, eBay. The place for pre-loved and vintage fashion. eBay, things people love.
At Roberta Fresh Market, our family is passionate about providing the best for your family. From prime meats, premium.
Mic check. Coming clear? All right.
Hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Oh, I just need to talk way louder? I guess I do. You know, I can't mumble.
All right, this.
Okay, gotta be on mumble alert. It's gonna be hard. I do like to talk in cursive.
There you go. Here we go.
Right, man, for this 5K, you know what I'm saying? Hey, these the ones right here, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't number one in one of these. You only gonna see one of blue, one of purple, one of pink, you know what I'm saying?
Keep on them knitting.
City Council. Knew back in January. They were notified back in January. Let's talk about how serious this is. The average New Orleanian pays $5,000 in property and sales tax combined. This is not monopoly money. This is not something we can just kick the can down the road. The council, under the leadership of Councilmember Helena Moreno, they took no action. We're now approaching October. And now we are facing upwards of $100 million in a budget deficit. This is serious, because the people of New Orleans deserve answers. And now, her answer is, what do? We ask the state legislative auditor, to come in and do the job of the city council. That is unacceptable. This is going to have serious consequences for our city, because the city council is directly responsible for the budget. And there's no clear answer. We don't know if it's 65 million or 140
Senator,
million.
thank you,
but we have to take
Councilmember.
action.
Again, you were mentioned in terms of taking no action for when you were first notified about this. $100 million deficit. Is putting more properties on the tax roll, is that an option? 1 minute.
First, I'll start by saying Senator Duplessis should know that mid-year cuts, when those come around, that's actually the responsibility of the executive branch. But nonetheless, the City Council did work to figure out different ways that we could cut expenses, including trying to cut travel expenses. And so now we're to the point where, of course, you've got the CAO saying one thing about what the budget is. We've got the finance office saying that the budget is a little bit different with the deficit. And then we have our council chair, Joe DeRusso, who's looking at this very closely, along with the rest of us, saying we need specific clarity to really understand what the problem is. And so I don't care who I have to call in to solve the problems for the people of New Orleans. And the state legislative auditor has done tremendous work in the past when Susan Hudson when she was having issues with her budget. And then ultimately he realized that she had more money than realized. And also when we were having issues with the city paying vendors, it was a state legislative auditor who came in who saw the issues the administration was having, and ultimately we were able to solve those.
All right, Councilmember Moreno.
And all of a sudden, she decided that she had more money. They realized she had more money than she realized.
I'm like, what?
It's like I did learn a lot there, but also learned nothing.
Yeah, I'm a man. Look, I love me some Helena, bro, but she got to get in her bag. I think Royce is definitely hitting her to where she's not. She got rope-a-dope like Muhammad Ali. I know you don't know what I mean, but it's like when you on the ropes, but you can block when you're not hitting, but but the other person getting tired. She need a rope-a-dope because right now I feel like Royce really got the lingo down to figure out how to like get people like on the side. These debates I think really been benefiting Royce more than anything.
What about Oliver? Is no one else ascribed to the thing of like with age comes like wisdom?
I'm not gonna put up the trip out video.
The Depop video?
Yes,
Okay.
It's pretty horrible. I'm like, I'm gonna show Trump and Landry I'm gonna trip out. I'm like, what? Didn't you get money from Landry, fool? Like, what?
He was,
why you
I
act
would
like
say
he ain't
was
cool with
overtaken
Landry?
with
I
a
don't
spirit
get
in
it.
that moment. And, like, you do want someone who can get overtaken by a spirit. And, like, I would say as your leader.
True. I don't think I don't know. All that, let's go after Landry, bro. Like, you got money from Landry. Like, come on, bro. You work with him. I hate when people get on the
How do we all get unified? The local spirit.
I hate when people be like, I'm against this person, but they got a straight up grant from him.
Yes, that is true.
I can't trust him. Like, look, if you want to be with your mans, be with your mans.
Yeah, I remember I couldn't have someone on my radio show one time because I guess their organization they were part of had like made critical comments about city council, and we had received some money from the city council. So
like, why would you bite the hand that fed you? Like, I can't trust OT, bro. Like, at least the other two, they get their money from where they get their money. I mean, Royce, he get it from energy, so he's talking about something there. The mayor office is not going to be what soon's your water board. If I'm in office, stop playing. You want that money. You want that money, Royce. That's why I'm on the fence with you, Royce. But
yeah,
you got me, Royce. You might get my vote, dog. I don't know. You got me with that noise.
It's like you're trying to figure out who would be the least. Who getting flued out to the islands would appeal to the least is like who I'm trying to figure out. Is that like a worthy thing you try to be figuring out in your?
I'm trying.
If I went up to all of them and be like, "Hey, you want to get flued out to the islands?" Like, who would be the least likely to be like, "Yeah," because that's.
Royce would take that.
We do love the islands, but
Royce would love. I mean, not Royce. Oliver Thomas would be like, "Yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna trip out. I'm gonna betray my friends."
They're like, "Look, I get flued out to the islands, but I will sit in coach."
Latoya is sitting in coach. She want her and security in the cockpit, like then.
Okay, this is like not even related to the mayor, but okay, we get on
But we are talking about we talk about the politics.
Yeah, this is how I'm trying to read the characters in this election.
No, thank you for that. We're going to move into our lightning round. The agreement here is these are yes or no answers. Yes or no. No, everybody try to explain. You can do that on your social media, but this is yes or no. All right, we will begin with Councilmember Duplessis. Will you commit to a minimum of twice a month public briefings on a variety of topics? Yes or no? Senator Duplessis. Yes. I'm so sorry. Senator Duplessis. Yes. Councilmember Moreno. Yes. Councilmember Thomas. Yes or no? Okay. We will begin next with Councilmember Moreno. Will you commit to seeking council approval before any international travel? Yes or no?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Councilmember Thomas, yes or no? Senator Duplessis, yes or no?
Yes.
Council approval, okay. We will begin with Councilmember Thomas. A New Orleans firefighter's job may be in limbo based on social media comments regarding the shooting death of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. City employee policy does not prohibit this sort of social media language. Should this firefighter be fired? Yes or no, Councilmember Thomas?
Yes.
Senator Duplessis.
I don't know what was said. I don't know what the employee said, but what I will say is that
This is a
no
yes or no.
New Orleanian asked me any issue about this. I think this is a
Yes or no?
culture war issue.
Okay. Is that a yes or
I
no?
don't know what was said.
Council member Moreno, yes or no?
Yeah, I actually don't know.
There's a little clip of that fire.
Okay.
Without,
It's recorded. Don't know, 2 I don't knows, 1 affirmative. All right. And the next question, Council member Senator Duplessis, the sheriff's race, another hot button issue after the jailbreak that made international headlines. 1 inmate still on the run. Do you support Sheriff Susan Hudson's decision to re-enter the race after she temporarily suspended her campaign? Senator?
I think it's her decision.
Is that a yes or no?
It's her decision.
It was yes.
Yeah.
That was a yes.
It's her decision.
Council member, yes or no?
Anyone has a right to run, yes.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Council member, yes. Okay. Council member Moreno, should Bourbon Street turn into a pedestrian zone? Yes or no?
No.
Council member.
No.
Senator.
Yes.
Okay. Chief Ann Kirkpatrick has expressed a desire to stay on as the police chief. Council member Thomas, if elected mayor, will you keep Ann Kirkpatrick?
Yes.
And that is noted, different from your council vote. It's about face from your council vote.
I've developed a healthy respect for Chief Kirkpatrick.
Absolutely. Senator, yes or no?
Yes.
Council member?
Yes.
Okay. That concludes our lightning round. Thank you for that. This round are pointed questions that were developed from campaign finance reports, votes, legislative votes, and council votes and ordinances that have been introduced. The first question here is to Senator Duplessis. In 2024, fentanyl was detected in 71% of fatal overdoses in New Orleans. Senator Duplessis, in 2023, you voted against Senate Bill 49. That bill, now law, enhanced criminal penalties for people convicted of producing fentanyl. How do you now explain that vote to the families who lost loved ones from fentanyl?
I have spoken with families who've been impacted by fentanyl. I have friends who have overdosed and almost died as a result of fentanyl. The popular thing, the easy thing for me to do would have been to have voted for that bill. But that's never been my style of leadership. Since I've been in the legislature, I've always tried to focus on the root cause, to try to focus on what leads a person to using drugs. We know historically, we know even going back to the crack epidemic era, that mandatory minimums, stiffer penalties, and voting for that bill would not in any way save one life. That's why I've been promoting and pushing for a mental health hospital with more resources and access to people who are dealing with addiction and getting them the services that they need. That's what we really need. Stiffer penalties has not shown to be a deterrent. And while I have voted for some bills, I'm not going to exploit the pain of the
Senator,
family.
thank you. Councilmember Thomas, this question is to you. The battle of a trash collection in the French Quarter ended up in the state Supreme Court, we know. Henry Consulting has Richard's Disposal as a subcontractor. You were the only person who sided with the mayor on this contract. And according to the campaign finance reports, you received $5,000 from Richard's Disposal on July 28th. How do you explain to voters that accepting this donation, if elected mayor, that this company will not receive any preferential treatment when it comes to city business?
Well, first of all, you can have my word that that campaign contribution has nothing to do with how I'll conduct my office. I'll have an office of integrity and principles and transparency as soon as I'm elected. And that trash contract, I didn't score. I didn't sit on the selection committee for that contract. The people who selected them said they wanted fair and square in terms of the awarding of the contract. But no campaign contribution, no one politically will ever interfere with my ethics and my principles in terms of how we govern this city.
Councilmember Moreno, the question is to you. You introduced and passed an ethics ordinance back in 2022. It helped to increase political and financial transparency among council members and candidates. In that ordinance, it bans both receiving campaign contributions from anyone with city contracts before awarded by the council. This month's campaign finance reports appear to show a donation from CDM Smith, who were hired back in April by the council to fix roads. The question here is, have you violated your own ordinance? 1 minute.
Well, first, let me just say that the ethics ordinance, I truly believe, is incredibly important. And it's clear that people need to see that when the city council is putting out different contracts, that ultimately that those are being done in a fair way, and that really with the utility contracts, those are the most important pieces, that there's not going to be any type of interference there. I'm not exactly sure about the contribution that you're talking about, but obviously if there's been any type of error or anything like that, we're happy to return the contribution. That's not a problem at all. But I do believe that, ultimately, people need to understand that it doesn't matter, whether there's been a contribution of $5 or more. None of the contributions ever impact my decisions. My decisions are always solely based on what is best for the people of the city and what is going to move our city forward in the best way.
All right, thank you. We have one more question before our closing statements. Also, a question from, a lot of our viewers. We will begin with Councilmember Thomas. Out of 100 major U.S. cities, Baton Rouge ranks 11th in the country.
To actually make real, because everything impacts your. I mean, even if you're not conscious that it's impacting your decision, I mean, how could it not be?
True.
They're funding your existence. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Even if you're not consciously aware of it, it's I don't see how it doesn't. I don't know. But then I don't know.
Free for internet connectivity. New Orleans ranks 79th. We just down the street, y'all. 79th. In a report, less than 42% of homes in New Orleans have fiber internet availability. What's your plan to make sure residents of the city have reliable and affordable high-speed internet connectivity? 1 minute.
Jeff Bezos.
Is that a cameo in Gina's earrings? Like a little cameo? I gotta look when it gets closer.
Damn, how tall is Gina, bro?
Oh my god, yes.
Yo, she's on the platform, bro. She's like a fucking. She's like just a short lady. God damn it. Let's see what OC says.
I mean, we have to work with investors and tech experts to make sure that we have a fiber ring, so everyone in the city has access to high-speed internet. If we don't do that, not only will it not help our city and our young people and our families move forward, we're going to continue to lag behind when you talk about technology and opportunity, as well as educating our families and the public. As mayor, I'm going to make sure that every neighborhood, every community has access to the best fiber network and internet in this city. No communities, especially if we're going to be 21st century, should lead where others have despair and others have gaps to access. That's not going to happen when Oliver Thomas is mayor.
Senator Duplessis, the question is to you. What can you do to ensure that residents have reliable and affordable high-speed internet connectivity? 1 minute.
You'll learn when you do have children, you will
We are New Orleans. We are an international city.
You will start to talk about yourself in the third person, like, well, mom said, but you're talking about yourself. Have you noticed you do that?
I do.
I'm asking you if you notice. I'm asking if you notice. Yeah. I noticed. Oh, my dad does that.
I used to be called.
And now I'm doing it.
I used to get called a narcissist, so I try not to say anything in third person to add to that feel.
You don't be like, you're not listening to mom, like to CC. Okay, well maybe that's just a Cajun thing. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just the Oliver Thomas and Cajuns thing. It's the Cajun Creole thing. I don't know.
Being the person who has a pretty boy tattoo on their arm, I gotta code the narcissism a little bit. So
I don't think it's narcissism.
It could. Every time I see like a person like Dwayne Johnson refer to himself as a third person, or somebody like a Trump or something like that, they always. This is where this
personality trait is misunderstood. I feel like.
Yeah,
but
this is a character they always like to build with speaking third person. I have no problem hearing people speaking third person. I think it's awesome. But for me, I try not to because I talk about myself a lot anyway. So
but you never hear me say "and." It's always like in a
it's kind of subtle.
Role
you don't do a lot.
Speak about yourself.
It's kind of subtle for you. I don't think you do.
Oliver Thomas is saying his whole name. My dad will only say like dad.
Yeah, you don't do it too much. You'll say it when you try to be authoritative with narcissists. You don't try to do it too much. Like so, I'm gonna throw you some bell on that. You don't do it a lot.
Hosted the Super Bowl. There's no reason whatsoever Baton Rouge should be able to have access to high-speed internet throughout its city, and New Orleans should not. This is a large part of the reason why I chose to get in this race for mayor. The dysfunction, the excuses, all of the we're going to figure it out once I become mayor is what's holding us back. When you had people at City Hall who've just not, quite frankly, haven't gotten it done. We're going to work with the state. We're going to work with the federal government to ensure that we break down any barriers to access to the internet, high-quality internet. We're even going to work with the business sector because they have to understand that they have to make an investment in this as well. There are significant resources out there. We've seen broadband investments happen up in rural Louisiana. We can have the same thing happen here in New Orleans. We just have to prioritize it, put the excuses aside, and make it happen.
Councilmember Moreno, the question is to you. What can you do to make sure residents of the city have reliable, affordable, high-speed internet connectivity? 1 minute.
Thank you, Gina, for this question. This is actually something that I worked on during my first term, and it was all about creating really what was a public Wi-Fi system because other cities were doing this. And we actually were able to figure out a model, get this done. We were working closely with the administration to actually move forward down this path. But unfortunately, all of a sudden, the city council got cut out, and there was a pivot by this administration to go down this route for this smart cities proposal. And that smart cities proposal, unfortunately, wasn't in the best interest for the people of the city. Ultimately turned into a big investigation by the city council on this overall smart cities debacle. But all that being said, now it's time to restart that process, to look at finally building public Wi-Fi within the city of New Orleans. It is very doable. There is a path to get it done, and I look forward to working on that during my administration.
Thank you for answering our questions. We will move on to our closing statements. You each have 30 seconds. This order has been predetermined. We will start with Senator Duplessis. 30 seconds.
New Orleans has always been known as the Big Easy. But living in New Orleans over the past several years has not been that easy. That's why we lost over 20,000 people. I'm running for mayor to make New Orleans an easier place to live, to make it a more affordable place to live. I am the most qualified person at this time. I'm a trained lawyer. I've been serving in the Louisiana legislature for 7 years in a hostile climate and working with people who I disagree with to get things done. It's time to move past the division. It's time to move past the excuses. It's time for a new generation of leadership.
Councilmember, 30 seconds. Closing remarks. Councilmember Moreno.
Thank you. New Orleans, we really can do really big things. And the reason why I know that we can is due to the fact that we had a great Super Bowl. Because at the directive of the mayor, all city departments were working in collaboration, in coordination with our outside stakeholders to get the job done, so that our street lights were on, our streets were smoothed out, and overall our city was shining. But when I'm mayor, that's not just going to happen when there's a Super Bowl coming or when Taylor Swift is coming. That's going to happen all the time because that is what the people of New Orleans deserve.
Councilmember Thomas, final word to you, 30 seconds.
This is an historic election. Oliver Thomas is running for mayor because of our families, my family, and businesses. I don't need training wheels or a workbook on how city government ought to work. And when you talk about population loss and how we keep people in this city, we should be pumping water out of our city, not people. As mayor, you can count on me not only to be in charge, but make this a city that works for all of us, and make sure that the new residents in the new Orleans and folk who live here, that we build the table and it's your table, not that it belongs to the political brokers or people who have access. This is our city. Historic election, Oliver Thomas. I want your vote. I'm asking for your vote.
Thank you, Councilmember. That is going to do it for our WDSU mayoral debate. We know election date is October 11th. Early voting starts September 27th. Thank you to the candidates. Have a great evening.
Or farming.
So what's your thoughts about the hot seat debate?
I mean, you heard my thoughts. Not like that much information was shared. I felt it was a little, they just had a little field, and they had their little aura hoe, and they're just making little rows, getting that field in order, letting us see their aura. Yeah. I don't feel like I learned a lot about the issues or learned enough to really make any, I don't know, I like I said, I like a lot of information to be able to feel like I fully understand something.
It was a lot of icing, not enough cake. cake batter.
Yeah, like I say, sometimes you want meat, not candy.
Yep. You gonna watch the best?
Oh yeah. But you know, welcome. Get meat from the aura field. Nope. You'd have to slaughter an animal to get the meat. So.
You wanna watch Speed go to Louis' most haunted house? Watch that?
Oh yeah.
Hello, welcome, y'all.
Welcome, yes.
It's gonna be all on the mayor.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I was gonna say that. I wanted to make my art farm, so
Oh yeah.
Hello, welcome.
Because later on we're gonna do.
I wanted to also too like I'll play around with the idea of making different scarecrows as part of my reform because you know my dad would make interesting scarecrows that he'd actually put in the field.
Yeah, that shit is necessary.
For the animals, imagine if I did like a cool art scarecrow.
We got one sit out front.
And, you know what I'm saying? But like as an art thing.
Should we get some pumpkins?
Wait, I actually made one. I made one the other day outside with that float that goes like this. I like made the beginnings of one, and then I put like that cylindrical float in the loop of that float that goes like this. So when you sat it up, it looks like a human, and then I put some of the dried hair from all that dried stuff like in it. And at the moment where I stopped trying to create it, because I was like, let me just see. At the moment where I had to stop creating it was like, I would turn around to put the hair and stuff, and I would like be startled by it would like startle myself. Like, am I in the shot? It was like, as I was making it, it would like re-startle me every time when I would turn around to put something new in it, because like I would forget, and it just looked so human-like.
Word. Yeah, you're in the shot.
And this is just with the items that were outside, so yeah.
No, you're in the shot. You good?
Okay.
Do you want to watch this, or you want to watch some with
John? Like if you would have seen this thing, and it was just the pool float and the pillow up from outside and some grass.
Damn. You want to?
Like had a life.
You want to do this one? Oh wow. You want to do this one, or you want to do the you want to like watch about footwork?
Oh, the horse documentary?
Yeah, let's watch this first.
Okay, yeah.
Let's watch this.
Welcome, y'all.
Welcome, yes. I'm John Bobby. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Are you our victim for tonight?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
So can you explain to the chat of what is going to be going on today?
I'm about to say, actually.
Equipment, and we're also going to.
I feel like you were singing out there, down there.
Did they touch you? Did they give you a blessing? Does stuff happen?
Wait, is this a good idea?
You're okay. So, for me, I'm your protector.
I might be digging myself in a hole that I don't.
That's why I won't care. He's out.
You're leaving?
I don't do that stuff. That's why I won't care. So you're scared, right? You're good.
I'm a little scared.
Exactly. I believe in ghosts. Yeah, I don't do that stuff.
I don't believe in ghosts though. I'm good, bro. I don't believe in no damn ghosts. I don't believe in no damn ghosts. No.
But that's okay. You don't have to. We're just going to see if you have an experience.
Okay.
And we're going to see what you think after.
Okay.
It's not. You don't require anyone to believe. We explain it. If you want to know how the equipment works, we'll tell you. And we'll tell you if something's not a paranormal experience. If it's false positive, we'll tell you.
Okay.
We'll tell you.
It's all good.
We don't need a stage now.
I'm a man, bro. I'm a man. I'm good. I'm a man.
I'm Bobby John.
Bobby John.
This is Chris, by the way. He's your investigator.
So you're a man.
I'm Bobby John.
How you doing, buddy?
Wait, what's my name again? John Bobby. See, you me up, bro. John Bobby.
Depending on how things go tonight, I tell you what, I got a place for you.
What?
Uh-huh. You said you was a man, right?
Look at her
Yeah, let me take you to the apothecary after we're done here.
Okay.
You're done? You're going to go to the apothecary into the attic with
I
me?
like this lady
No.
in the back.
No. I thought it was like a club or something.
Oh, no, man. You got to go up there.
It is a bar.
I mean, one footballer to another, you got to go up there.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Jamal, you better eat the ghost.
You need one of these. How deep you want to go?
I don't even. Let's just go.
Have you ever done an investigation before?
No.
This right here, you know much about this hotel?
No.
All right, so a brief history on this. This was a boys' school back in the 1770s. We had a great fire here in 1788. It destroyed about a third of the city, including the structure that was here. 5 young boys, along with the caretaker, got trapped on the 3rd floor and died.
Damn.
3 of these little boys are still believed to be with us today: Julian, Armand, and Walter. Now, recently, probably in the last 6 months, I caught another little boy here whose name is Ben. Who says he's
Ben.
10. He says his name is Ben. He's got 5 friends here, and he was 10 when he died from a fire. I am not 100% certain whether that's the same fire here or if it was a fire from somewhere else. And what he said was a man hurt him, and so men scare him. And so I spent the last 6 months developing this relationship with this young child energy. This young child energy happens to hang out in this back space right here. This room right here, 110, right here, the Andrew Jackson, is famous for them playing hide and seek. But I'm going to do something special for you tonight. You're going to go into 2 rooms. Room number 1, you're going to go into this what appears to you of being like a supply closet. That's what that room is. That is by far our most active room.
Okay.
In that room, we have what we call an ascended master. We have another energy whose name is priest. Now, priest is not what you think priest is. Priest isn't like a Catholic priest, but that's just a name that he wants us to call him. And what is really cool about him is that if you pick him up on these SLS cameras, he likes to hover over your left side. Now, when you pick up on an SLS camera, you'll see this tonight. It's going to give you a vertical joint point for your head and your neck, right? If you turn,
stop laughing, bro. Damn, it's not a game. People really die. Oh my mama, people really die. 3 kids.
Living in the supply closet.
Stop laughing.
I wasn't talking about that.
Who's not even a real
You can't
Vatican.
explain while I'm laughing? Sir, can I? Yeah.
Stop laughing, but it's not a game, bro. People really die, and you trolling, bouncing around.
Laughing at something else.
Stop playing, Rudy. What the hell?
Bobby John or whatever his name is.
He likes pretty blondes. Rudy Ray.
All right, Chad, are y'all ready, bro?
Nice and slow, okay? Are you ready, big guy?
All right, Chad, let's do this 100.
It's called an SB11. Yo, I swear to God. Look at that. K2 meter's going. Whoa!
All right.
2.7.
So these little machines.
This is the supply closet. Look at the toilet paper and there's toilet paper and the Kleenex up there.
So these little machines are supposed to let you know that is the active ghost room.
They're detectors of some sort, detecting an energy field.
What a bunch of bullshit. Come on. They probably got somebody in the other room pressing the button.
I mean, yeah, sure. This would be the
Like,
easiest thing to rig up as hey, I'm gonna need to see like a camera. I'm gonna need to see particles on a camera.
It's like Scooby Doo. They got the dude in the room with the camera, like, all right, try to ramp it up, y'all. Everything's going off. Red detectors. Scooby Doo style. It's the janitor. Sorry.
7.7 on the middle ram.
What does that mean?
7.7. That means you just have electrical disruption to come across those sensors right there. Boom, just got a hit. 2.2. Boom.
Oh,
I told you I warned them about you coming. And I told them to get all excited. Where you going? Look around you. Look at this. Look at this. Your presence has got them excited, man.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell yeah. That's you.
Hey, babe.
That is all you.
It's only smoking mirror.
There you go. Do you want him to sit, priest?
Priest, are you there?
Now, when you put your hand on that, you cause it to vibrate, and that caused that. There you go. That's a legitimate hit right there. And look at the K2 meters behind you, just going nuts.
Oh, hell no.
You just said, man. That's how we roll the ball paranormal stuff, man.
Oh,
and he hadn't even. Where you going?
No. What do we do? No, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah, that's a creepy thing.
Hell no.
Alright, so I'll tell you what we're going to do next.
Hell no.
Energetic.
I ain't gonna lie, this shit too.
Yeah, priest came out and acted a fool, and now you get to use the camera.
This shit too. I don't know about this, chat.
It went nuts. Everything.
I don't know about this.
I don't know. You all right?
I don't know about this.
Got some holy water.
Hell no.
Come on, go on.
Chat, this shit too. Chat, I ain't gonna lie, I don't play with the spirits, man.
So we're gonna do in here. Oh, it's cold as shit in here. Let's get the air conditioners on. Okay. Yeah.
Holy shit, it is. It feels good in here.
Now, this right here is called an MCOM. This is a random sweep. This radio right here is a linear sweep. It means it goes from 0 to 100, 100 to 0 in reverse, right? This is randomly scanning.
You know the part I don't understand? The part that, why didn't they have Speed buy these things before he showed up? So he'd be like, I have my own equipment to see if this stuff is really active in here. It's just like, hey, we have this equipment.
Suspension of disbelief, you know.
Yeah, that's me critiquing the thing I critiqued before. So here we go.
Like
AM radio.
Like they say, you're either a workhorse or a show pony. Louisiana, we're a show pony as a state. Okay.
He's definitely giving the show pony. Right
so
now.
we are show ponying right now. This is you come to Louisiana and we'll show pony.
I think my Uncle Kelly take back. This guy's selling gas.
AM radio frequencies. And the great thing about this is you're not picking up a lot of radio bleeper. You're not picking up a lot of chatter. You're not picking up any kind of reverb or any kind of white noise. So what you're going to hear on this is a lot of clear and crisp responses to questions that you're going to ask. Okay? First question I want you to ask is I want you to introduce yourself. Introduce yourself and then say, Captain Smith, I've come a long way to meet you tonight. Would you be interested in having a conversation with me tonight?
Well, it's not.
You ready?
Go for it. Go for it.
Hey,
Here.
Cap.
Here.
So funny.
Hey, Captain Smith. It's good to meet you tonight. How you been?
Captain Smith, this is my friend.
Captain Smith, can you hear me?
Hey, Captain Smith, you want to tell my friend what is your favorite thing to do in the entire world when you're in your dealer suit? Bass.
What?
Bass fishing. He likes marlin, but he said bass. So you like bass fishing? Did you bass fish in the Wrigley's? Captain Smith?
Nigga. He said nigga. Yes, he did. Yeah, bro. Y'all heard that? Yes, he did.
Captain Smith. What up? Said, what's up? Ask him what his wife's name was.
What was your wife's name, Captain Smith? Emmett?
Okay, it is radio. Hey, Captain Smith, can you tell me your wife's name? Or can you tell my friends what caused your death? Give it time, you gotta be patient. Who's terrible?
What are you hearing?
Yeah, he said, you're terrible. Who's terrible? You heard that too.
I think I figured it out.
Yeah, you heard it.
They play radio static for people until they freak out, and then they say, "Oh, it's a ghost."
Yeah, it's so lame. But look at this video.
Louisiana. Or don't move to Lafayette, Louisiana. Or should you? This is Joy and Josh, your Lafayette, Louisiana real estate agent, here to bring you a cons list, the top 3 biggest cons directly from Lafayette, Louisiana residents on why they think you shouldn't move here. Number 3, the rain and humidity. Yes, we're in the South, we're near the Gulf. It can be very humid or heavy. Sometimes you walk outside and it hits you, which brings mosquitoes as well, the moisture, soggy. Sometimes your yard is wet and just can't dry. We do get some very rainy seasons. We go through hurricane seasons quite often. And yes, it does rain quite a bit at some times in the year. If you can get past that though, some days like today, we have beautiful weather where we have nice spring, fall days, or even right now it's the winter, but it's like a nice spring day outside. So I prefer a hot climate as compared to a cold climate. Yes, it does get rainy and very humid here, but I personally like it. If that's something you can get past, maybe Lafayette is still a great option for you. Number 2, this was another common trend in some of the answers I got back about cons of living here, and I do agree, there's a lack of nature, a lack of hiking trails, a lack of things to do as far as if you're going to see some scenery, some outdoor activity. Obviously, there's
right outside of Lafayette with lots of nature.
Is this man like nitpicking the smallest, goofiest shit?
I don't know, I'm not trying to hate on him because we're creators, not one to one hate on us, but
Nah, we here to react. I'm reacting to his bitch ass.
What?
You got the word of hike.
Josh, you're great. Keep doing what you're doing.
We are in the swamps, man. If you want to go
I was
hiking,
about to say no nature.
Who is this for? Remote workers
Well,
from Utah?
He's a real estate agent, so
remote
his
workers.
audience is anyone who could be seeking housing in the Lafayette area, which is a pretty wide audience.
Unless you get hired by the metaverse people. Like, if you're a remote worker and you want to move to Lafayette, move to Lafayette because you got great food, number one. Number two, you got great culture down there. They got great people out there. You can dance. You know how.
Very real people. You're not gonna meet a lot of people who are fake to you. They're gonna be real to you.
Hiking? Who the fuck hikes? Well, last time you seen some Gen Z motherfuckers talking about we going hiking? No, they going to New York and they gonna hang out like vampires, like Playboy Cartier or whatever the fuck they do down there. I love New York, by the way, but no, like
top 3 reasons not to move. So he's saying humidity is the one. Okay, let's
there's tons of stuff to do outside here, but we flat. There's no mountains. There's no hills. There's some hiking trails and things to do, but it's just kind of through the woods. You're not gonna.
No, I saw this and he triggered me, so I had to click it. Sorry.
I can see.
See, like in Arkansas or some of these states a little bit north of us that you can hike, you can climb mountains, you can go biking. There's not as many.
On the title.
Alright, keep it beat. He just said Arkansas. Would you rather live in Louisiana or Arkansas?
Well, Arkansas has some really great geological features. They have caves where you can do diamond mining. I think there's like waterfalls out there. There's like Asheville diamonds. There's diamond mines.
So what do you do out there at 9 p.m. when everything's dead?
Mine for diamonds, figure lady.
It's like it's like going to
that way you don't gotta pay for them.
It's like going
They don't have to be a blood diamond. That way you got it from yourself. You picked it out of the earth yourself.
You know what Arkansas is at the 9 p.m.? It's like going to the juke joint and Sinners. You never know what's gonna be there for you at 8 a.m.
My mom lived in Arkansas for a brief time, and I'll tell you what. We because of this brief time that my mom lived in Arkansas, we never call beignets. We don't call them beignets, which is like crazy. But the people she lived with in Arkansas when she was a kid called them puffer bellies. So that's what she always called them when we would cook. So now every time we cook them, we call them puffer bellies. And yeah, that's just like a very odd thing to be like in this culture. But you're like one of the weird families that says puffer bellies.
Fuck that! I'm in the stream, bro. I'm in the stream right now. Fuck that.
Those things to do here. Somebody like
name, right?
Puffer bellies.
So some of this Arkansas dialect linguistic did actually rub off into this Cajun Creole family.
That was interesting. Oh man, we're gonna run this one next.
Oh my God, no.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to hear.
It's being outside. I would like more of that. We live on some property, so I like to be outside all the time. So I like to find stuff to do. There's things like Monkish Park where they just did a big renovation there, where walk on a little trail, walk on the sidewalk, go up the man-made hill, be near the water. There's tons of outdoor sportsman-like activities to do, but for someone that likes to hike, camp, trail run, climb mountains, those type of things, we are lacking just due to the flat nature.
Top 5 places to dive meth.
Oh my God, please do not say that.
What's that one spot?
I don't know, is that a Beano's? Do not.
The Beano's parking lot.
Do not speak on my hometown like this in front of other people. I don't find this funny at all.
There was a spot to die in New Orleans. New Orleans East. Oliver Thomas said, we buy this place. No, you can't even get Wi-Fi here. Number 3, Gentilly. That's where all the runaways from the prison hang out at. Like Anthony Massey.
Of where we're at down south here. So lastly, the biggest con on the list. Number 1, by far the most used answer as far as cons to living in Lafayette, Louisiana was the traffic. Ambassador Caffrey, Johnson Street, Barrel School Road, Colley Saloon, some of the main intersections, West Congress, some of the main roads in Lafayette can get pretty congested.
So I was going to say, if you're really going to say like reasons not to move to Lafayette, I would try to say stick to a reason that is more unique to Lafayette, I would say, because traffic, come on, what is that not hold true about any city?
Yeah. I mean, if you live in New Orleans and you go to Jefferson Parish, that's Veterans.
I want to hear something that's like kind of more unique to Lafayette.
Like Veterans Boulevard traffic, if you get it at the right time. Like, what?
I mean, what are places where traffic is not an issue? The places where the only thing to do is diamond mine, probably.
Number 1 reason to not move to Lafayette, Johnson Street.
There's people moving around and doing things.
The mall is empty.
I mean, I feel like traffic is one of those things like insurance is like there's all this debate about, oh, we need to be fixed. Is it gonna be fixed? Could it be fixed? But it's like, it's just one of those things. Like, if you guys want all these things that you guys want, like 1 million restaurants and all the economic development, there's gonna be people moving around. There's gonna be like mobility.
Number one reason not to move to Lafayette. Viva the Waffles closed.
That's a good one.
I know, right? That hurts my soul.
I know, yeah. They say the quality would not ever, since it wasn't a food truck, but I thought it was a great, unique restaurant, and that's why unique restaurants can never stay afloat, because you can't be unique and give like Caesar salad quality, because you can only give Caesar salad quality if there's like nothing unique about your business. It'd be like total pedestrian. Everyone's being all too critical. Like, they're doing something creative. Like,
you think they're gonna make it to Halloween now?
No, only businesses that can stay afloat now is businesses that sell Caesar salads and steak frites.
No, I'm saying with the brick and mortar, you think you're gonna turn into a Halloween spirit store?
No, this is gonna turn into
a car dealership.
It's probably gonna be Legends 12 or Legends 35. I'm not sure what Legends we're on now.
Oh wow! R.I.P. Viva the Waffle. It was one of my first spots I got comfortable with when I
John's, like one of his favorite places. They had this really delicious sandwich that was like a hot honey fried chicken breast on a waffle as the bread with a blue cheese coleslaw also on the sandwich. When can you get that in a drive-thru somewhere?
Yes, Rat Snapper.
And the drive-thru always worked quick.
True.
Like, the drive-thru was always quick. We never got like clustered up at the drive-thru. I really don't see what people's issues was.
I don't know. It was great. It was one of my first spots when I went to Lafayette, and I got really comfortable.
Nothing's ever gonna be perfect. You can't.
Outside of
not like anything that anyone could achieve. So.
Hey, number one reason to move to Lafayette, A-Bears.
Well, now, as you said, New Orleans is starting to steal the swagoo, because now they have the deboned chickens everywhere, including our Rouses, which I'm happy about. But
we got the poverty deboned chicken. Them things look small as hell down here. What are they feeding them things? Nothing?
They're not as good as like neighbors.
Nah, they're not. It's like, it's incriminating how they're trying to get away with this.
Could go back to the whole, like, only businesses can stay afloat if they serve Caesar salad and steak frites.
That's true.
I don't know. Could be related.
Red Snapper
could be a related issue.
Like you said, they did start as a food truck, which is true. So, back to the truck you go.
Like, it gives a message of, like, to be unique, you cannot be on you cannot serve a wide scale population.
You know what the waffle should do now? This should be like a snowball. The ice cream man. You should have like a truck
with the like a child version of the Mr. Ice Cream Man song.
Yeah, we have coleslaw with waffles. We want some
blue cheese coleslaw. Like, wow.
Thank
you for the point of view.
Use some hot honey chicken waffles.
We're like 2 minutes into this guy. We can't even sit through this guy's whole 4-minute long video.
This is horrible.
At times, the throughway can get congested. Some of the roads. People were saying, oh, the way the roads are, the road construction slows things down, or the potholes, or things like that. I do agree that is a big con to me.
You can't get
but he's thankful.
He can't get none of that stuff there because of Johnson Street traffic.
Yeah, probably the traffic is why he's no art in your house.
I personally live in the country, so I'm on the outskirts, so I like back roads. I don't like traffic at all. But when you look at our traffic, I think personally our traffic is not actually that bad. I will take our city traffic compared to traffic like a Houston, Texas, bigger cities where highway onto freeway, onto interstate, onto freeway, onto highway, and you're turning and looping and there's exit to exit. I personally like our traffic better. Yes, you do get in some standstill traffic during the holidays and during peak hours, but personally, I much prefer driving here. I feel it's safer, I guess, because I'm...
But it's the number one reason not to move. So now it's the number one reason...
Well, no, he was just... I don't know.
Number one reason not to move here. But I love our traffic.
I'm born and raised here, so I'm used to this style of driving, to where when I go out of state or to some of these bigger cities, Baton Rouge even, which is a big city near us in Lafayette, I don't like driving on that at all. So in the Acadiana area, which Lafayette is the main hub, I think, yes, the traffic can be considered a con, but also I consider it a pro because it ain't too bad. So those are the top 3 cons coming from Lafayette, Louisiana residents on why they think maybe you shouldn't move here. I personally love Lafayette. I love
blue cheese coleslaw. That's like.
Are you thinking about moving to Lafayette?
So sorry if it's not always, you know, going to be appeal to a widespread audience, like the steak freaks guy.
Lafayette, Louisiana, or maybe you're already living here and you want to know which neighborhoods to avoid. Well, I'm going to reveal today the 5
5 dangerous neighborhoods in
most
Lafayette.
dangerous neighborhoods in Lafayette, and trust me, this is information that you do not want to miss. Hey everyone,
I don't believe this guy is going to give me any information that I can't get from anywhere else. Okay, I just, this is another steak freaks guy. I'm going to take a break. Just kidding. But I mean, it is hard
You
to.
know, I am from.
It is hard. I don't really like to be watching these steak free Caesar salad videos, but this is more John's thing. But come on, let's
But
cook
you
it.
know, I'm from the streets of Lafayette. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Well, we like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's hard out there. You know, it's like gators and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They be packing knives. And
His
stuff,
face
you
is
know what I'm
so
saying?
comforting. It reminds me of I feel like he looks like so many people I grew up with. Like he has that Cajun face or whatever it is. I don't even know.
Man, one time I went to the outlet mall out there in Lafayette. Man, it was like gangsters, bro. I was scared, and you know, so I respect this dude's opinion. Not really.
I like the way they're delivering. You could you notice they all got the gestrations going.
I know, right? I love how they do the I'm talking.
One thing, we're not gonna be boring. Even though it is steak freeze, they're making it sound very interesting.
You know, if my gray hairs come in, I do admire the fact that his gray hair to
he
his
looks
dark
great.
gray
hair.
it's like the ratio on that is something I try to strive
so
for.
rude right now, just physically judging the video. How he has me to start talking.
He kind of look like a Cajun George Clooney, man. I don't know. Like,
yeah, I find him to be handsome.
Like
one thing about your videos is if you want an audience, you're gonna have to be handsome on the
but
video.
look at the lighting in the back though. You got the yellow and the blue. There's like some weird pink thing going on somewhere, man.
I like it looks like he has these 3D tiles stuck to the back of the walls
right?
for a little depth and inspiration. It is still all white, so he's going with a known formula that, you know, it's again why we steak frites Caesar salad. So he got that in the back. I have seen those tiles on Shein and Temu and stuff, and I always wanted to try them. I wonder how this looks like. It could be a higher quality.
I wonder if it's a prop though, with that clock in the back. If this clock don't move past 12, I'm gonna be upset.
In case y'all don't know me, I am Drake Apsher, your local real estate expert here in
How much we're working with back here. We're taking notes, trying to learn us how we're gonna do our stuff. So
Lafayette, Louisiana.
Criticism. We are just watching videos on the internet and
we are just giving y'all
trying to soak things in and make notes, and then hopefully one day we'll make a cool set like this, guys.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Yes, we will.
Yes.
Hallelujah. All right, let's get into it.
And whether you're looking to buy, to sell, or just looking to learn more about our city, my channel is here.
That is such a
No, did he? He needs to go clean shave.
He looks. I do. Normally I'm not like a facial hair type dude, but it looks good on him. He does look great without the hair though.
Hey, what? Yeah. So shout out to him, man. I'm in the same tribe.
I like how the hair is doing a little curl at the top. You see that?
I ain't got all that, man. Shit. I got to wear a do-rag because my shit be nappy.
To help you so you can stay informed and make good decisions. Now today we're going to be talking all about safety, which is of course it's crucial, right, for anyone wanting to move to an area or just know about an area if they're even going to vacation there. So when you're choosing to live in a certain place, you want to know everything about it. Let's go ahead and dive in. Now, before I dive into it, I just want you guys to be aware that, of course, I am relaying information. I am not actually trying to sway you. I am going to present facts and information that I've gathered from various websites online. This is not my personal opinion about these places, so do not think I'm trying to steer you in a different direction. Just want to provide you guys valuable information that's helpful. So here we go. Number 5, Freetown, Puerto Rico. Now, overall, Freetown, Puerto Rico is a historic neighborhood. A lot of people know it for its vibrant culture.
And racism.
What?
I'm joking,
no, it is known as the hipster. It is known as the sort of hipster.
I'm gonna throw that in there about the South. I don't know why. I mean,
Good Hope Hall.
That's like a tattoo you can probably get, right?
Fear no man.
Is that like live, laugh, love? Laugh, live, love?
I don't know any of this context because I was moving around so much. There's so much context I missed, both about Lafayette and
remember Brad's house? Live, laugh, love. That was the first sign of danger. Any place that's trying to force you to laugh, love, when you first move in, Like, we should be afraid.
Well, I'm gonna put some of that on ourselves. We found out we were blind to the mold, I think.
Live, laugh,
that was
love.
growing in the house. The floorboards.
Live, laugh, love with mold.
Yes, mold rage out.
The vibrant colors, the older homes and historic homes that it has there, but it's also known for some higher crime rates, particularly related to property crimes like theft, there's vandalism, and you will see those things when you're driving through the area. So it's actually located not far from downtown Lafayette, just southeast of the downtown area. This area is really close to University and a lot of really popular hangouts that you might know from that area. Not far from also UL. Approximately there's about 2,000 residents that live in that neighborhood. Most recent reports that we were able to find have shown that there are higher incidences.
You see the 2,000 people? 2,000 people that live there? Once you see that it has that 2001 person coming there, that's the person that's stealing the robbery.
We don't know nothing about Fruitown, Puerto Rico. I never lived there.
Property crimes in that area, especially crimes during the weekends. I guess when people are out in.
BJ Corville says. I don't know, I wasn't there.
Is that Puerto Rico, like Puerto Rico?
No.
Or is it Puerto Rico? Like you can go there and get Rico trials.
Well,
I mean, isn't Lafayette the land of pirates at one point?
No, that would be more like the New Iberia area because Delcom had a very shallow lake where the pirate associate boats could dock and go do their businesses other places. It was like a secretive lake. It was shallow. It was like out in the country. Nobody knew about it, so pirates could have that as their like little lair.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's why many people like myself have ancestors who are associates of pirates. Like the main Delcom ancestor I know many people in Lafayette are related to. He was coming from France with a boat, a ship full of his dad's goods, and then he never returned back to France with the ship or the goods and joined Jean Lafitte's pirate crew.
Damn.
And so that is why that you'll hear like the lore that people that people closer to these areas, like where that Delcom Lake were, like the closer of the epicenter to that area, the people are more skilled at things that could be seen alternative forms of income receiving, like scams, stuff like that. It's just alternative business strategies that you would have to have, if you came from the pirate crew.
Gotcha.
A lot of times the pirate crew probably was made out of people who were excluded from the mainstream economy. So this is why you have to develop this other skill set that will be demonized by other people who are the ones who tried to exclude you from the main economy. Okay, let's go back to Drake App. Sorry.
Talk about how bad Puerto Rico is.
Or maybe in the nighttime, people are off work and people may be roaming the street. But also, the crime trends, they really see a lot of petty thefts. There's vehicle break-ins that seem to happen that are becoming more and more common. So when you're in these areas, it can be busy, especially around event times. So those are times and things that you want to be aware of. Mardi Gras parades, different festivals that we have downtown. So these might be areas you might not want to choose to park in. And then also just to be aware, if you do move to those areas, obviously, there's safety measures that you can take in place to make it more fitting. Number 4 would be the Truman area. It is a residential area, and we have seen some issues with some crime in there, including.
That's where everything's being videographed.
That's where the men are true.
And it's the one person they record all the time, right? It's Truman. This is a Truman show.
I don't know.
Is this where the Truman Show came from?
No, I don't know what's happening.
Damn. All right, so it's 4.7
to 40 property crime. Whoa.
Damn.
Phew.
So your objects will be violated, not you.
Your property, yes. That is a key point. Yes, that is the key. That is the most important takeaway.
Yes.
You see a disparity there.
Message.
Both property, and there's also been violent crimes to be aware of. So it's located really on the northwest side of downtown Lafayette, and Truman is a small neighborhood with a really tight-knit community, you can say. The area is home to about 2,500 residents. We know that there have been some increase in some of the burglaries and also a few reports and assaults over the past year. A lot of the crime trends that we see in that area and what we've seen reported on have been things such as break-ins that tend to occur, and they're often many times in the daytime. Many people would think that those things are often happening in the night, but many it's daytime actually when residents are away at work. So again, things you want to be aware of, but what are some things that you could do to protect yourself? Well, security alarms, cameras, keeping things out of vision or easy access to, making sure you lock up everything well. Next up would be Laplace. Not to be confused actually with Laplace, Louisiana. That is a city located by New Orleans. This is not what we are discussing. Laplace is actually a neighborhood. It's another area that has a history of higher crime rates in Lafayette, including some gang activity and maybe some drug-related activity that we're also seeing reports or that we also heard of. It's situated on the northeastern side of Lafayette. La Place is close to some of the city's industrial areas as well, so there's warehouses and different industries and businesses in that area. When you drive through, that's what the vibe that you can expect is a mix of residential and industrial. Now, there's approximately about 3,000 people that actually live in these neighborhoods, so there are quite a few people in just such a small area. Now, the crime stats the neighborhood has experienced would be a rise in both violent crimes and drug-related offenses, so these are things really to be aware of. The two usually tend to go hand in hand in various areas.
I'm just glad he let me know I can buy drugs.
Yeah.
Thanks, Drake.
So drug-related activities is what you can expect from the crime trends, and it's been particularly concerning because it's contributing to the overall crime rate of the area. So, things to be aware of, but you want to know these things before you choose that area. Next up would be Simcoe. Simcoe is also known for its higher crime rates, especially in related to things such as robberies, there's assaults. It really makes it one of the more dangerous areas in the city. Simcoe is related to the location of the actual street, which is Simcoe Street and Evangeline Thruway. It's a major corridor that goes through Lafayette, and so that's where you would find its location. It's right off of downtown, really not far, and
But can I buy drugs in Simcoe?
There was a place called Shack Attack. It might be open still. It was next to a restaurant, a fried chicken restaurant called Fat Albert's. I don't know if either of these places are still around, but just as part of the Lafayette lore.
I like a Fat Albert.
I would say most people from this Lafayette area, you probably went to that Simcoe area to go to Shack Attack, to get your daiquiri before you go to the Strip and you do your back stamping to illegally get into the club.
Oh, damn.
That's what we used to do.
Damn. A little rub action.
The back stamping, yes.
A little rub action.
Yeah.
Free the dogs.
We would pass through the Shack Attack, then swerve over to Shanahan's. This was in the Smirnoff Ice era. I don't know if you were part of that also.
I had to meet a couple of Smirnoffs. I cracked
Shanahan's.
a couple
What was the main place that we used to go to do the back stamping? Dude, I already forgot the name of the club. See, older people will write everything down.
I know my boy Pat Phillips probably know.
What was the name of it? Oh God. It wasn't the Keg. Oh well, moving on.
Population in that area is really around 4,500 residents, so there's really a lot of homes that kind of pack into that location and kind of surround the different area. The higher crime rates that we're seeing, of course, are going to be violent crimes. There's things such as robberies, and there's also been some reported, particularly in the commercial areas as well. There's a lot of businesses and restaurants. There's some clubs and bars that are all in those areas as well. So there are still opportunities, for different crimes to happen, even if you have a commercial business. So even if you're only looking for personal residents, even if you're thinking about opening a business in those areas, those are other things to be aware of. Fences need to have cameras, all of those things to really ensure that you're able to protect your business property. Now, the trends that we're seeing are nighttime crimes, especially around the businesses, and there's also the convenience stores that are also really more prevalent in that area. There's all those stores may sometimes have some loitering or some people that are hanging out in that area, so those are all
gunshots.
Oh, really?
We need to have cameras, all of those things to really ensure that you're able to protect your business property. Now, the trends that we're seeing are nighttime crimes, especially around the businesses, and there's also the convenience stores that are also really more prevalent in that area. There's all those stores may sometimes have some loitering or some people that are hanging out in that area, so those are also things to really be aware and to keep in mind. Also, this is not a crime, but we have seen a lot of litter in some of these areas too, so another thing to keep in mind. They're not some of the cleanest that you'll see across Lafayette. Last but not least would be number one, which would be the Macomb-Bize area. This one's topping the list as a neighborhood that has been associated with a significant amount of crime challenges, particularly violent crimes and drug-related activities. As I said, those two usually go together. And of course, all of these things you can check by news stories. You can go and check with the local police department, and you'll be able to read all of these things and understand why these areas are listed the way that they are. It is located near downtown. It's close to the university University and other central areas of downtown. Now, the population is about 3,500 residents that live in that neighborhood, and we've seen a significant increase in the past few years of violent crimes that happen in these areas, including shootings. There's been assaults, and of course, you know, the crime trends are drug related. Many are drug related. There are violent instances that have been happening on the rise, and so really it makes a neighborhood that you really want to be cautious, especially after dark. Now, again, this is not something where we're trying to fearmonger. We're just telling you exactly the things you need to know and how you can keep yourself and your property safe. So if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us. But remember, knowing which areas to avoid is just...
We're going to avoid you, Drake.
How to keep your property safe. I think I'm kind of getting blasted out on the stream.
All right, this is the last one we do.
Okay.
Troopers, we are doing this.
Ooh, what is that?
All right, troopers, we are doing this faceless today. This is a faceless video because I want to show it on my main feed, and I'm at the historic home today. Don't want to give you a lot of details because we're going to put this on the main feed for our every viewer. But since we talked about sugar cane in the
and stuff growing with other stuff right next to it.
Word?
Yes, all kind of stuff.
What type of stuff you grew?
Oh, like everything.
Say cantaloupes?
Cantaloupes, yeah. Watermelons, bell peppers, beets, like literally everything.
Man, that would be good for the apocalypse. Shit.
Yeah, that's what I keep trying to tell people.
group chat yesterday. I thought I would show you what sugarcane really looks like.
My nanny right now
troopers, it's me, Darren.
Loofahs, like that you wash yourself with. Yes.
So if it goes down, just go.
Yeah. I keep telling her, you gotta send me one of those loofahs. Once, like it's green right now, like attached to the thing still. So like I can only imagine how many steps that have to go to dry out the loofah and make it, bath ready. But when she does that, I want to be like, please send me one of your fresh homegrown loofahs.
Now.
And our Dream Disturber on social media. So we actually grew sugarcane, and if you've never seen it, you may not realize how tall it is. It could grow over 6 feet tall. So when you could imagine the enslaved workers in this field, they're knee deep in this sugarcane field during harvesting season, and all throughout the year for the most part, cutting off the tops and the bottom. They strip the sides, and it's pretty dangerous for them to be here. But I wanted you guys to see firsthand how tall it is and what sugarcane actually looks like. So let's go on this side to show you. I'm going to show you the sugarcane, and then we're going to go into the pumpkin patch to see. There's the barn over there. We're at Magnolia Mound, by the way. I think it's okay to tell you.
So far from where my sugarcane. Did you see like that little cross thing that was in front of the patch of sugarcane?
Yeah.
Also, I gotta say, this is like the smallest little patch of sugarcane I've like ever seen. Was it just to provide the sugar for the house or something?
Probably so. Is this where we find your cell phone after we went to that strip club?
No, that was just some other field.
I wish we went live for that. That shit was like, that was...
Not me, because everyone just needed to help me look under the seat, and my phone wouldn't have got lost, but whatever.
But the fact that we went out there, and then we tried to knock on the door, great content. Well, you think it's great content, but I don't really like IRL content. I'm a desktopper. I like to be safe behind my desk and do my desk content. At the time, it was definitely frustrating.
John likes to go out into public with a camera and like piss people off in real time.
I try not to. I'm just trying to get people onto what they're gonna be doing 5 years from now.
As y'all know, I'm a desktopper.
I'm a desktopper too. That's why I'm inside.
I don't know. I've seen you go out with the camera with some severe bravery in some situations.
I ain't gonna lie, that John Mitchell one was. I was like, let's get there as early as possible. And then I still got hit with nobody was even in there, bro. Like you only had two people was in there. There was mostly some writers that I already.
And also bravery for his cameraman. I was like, wow,
yeah,
a stand-up guy to go into a public space like that and knowingly pissing people off, violating their selfie stick policy.
I know, right? And the thing was, I was giving commentary about a show that was only gonna be up for 30 days. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I should have knew better. But at the same time, I'm trying to promote. We down here in the South. You know what I'm saying? We don't know that. But he do that in New York too. So it's protected everywhere. how they try to protect these spaces. So there you go. Protect it from us.
To kind of retain the ambiance of the works, because the main thing that you need from the works, just like we saw in the mayoral debate, is the aura that you have to create. That is not even related to the work. It's just a separate aura that you have to create, and you have to like keep stoking it up. Like, this is a luxury item. You can't be having people walk in front of it with a selfie stick.
All right, now we have the top view. You can see it from the top, guys. So this is actual sugar cane. And you could actually eat this raw if you wanted to. Look at that tall one over there. Isn't that amazing, guys? I hope you can see it. But this is actual Louisiana sugar cane in a little patch
So different sugar cane,
of a
different
sugar
places,
cane
so
field.
different. Like if you see the
So
sugar
there
cane
we
that's
go.
they grow in Hawaii, they look
There we
so
go, guys.
different.
Now we're
Thicker,
walking out
the
to the
thicker,
pumpkin
has a purple
patch.
tinge to it.
Guys, this is where we grow our pumpkins for fall, which we are in now. It's September. They're going to sell these, from what I understand, for charity. Little pumpkins. Let's go check it out.
I need that disclaimer behind everything I say.
This is a sugar press here. The device is instrumental in making sugar. We're going to explain that another day, but let's go see if we could find some pumpkins, some fully grown pumpkins in this patch. So I do not, and this is the second time I've been out here looking for them, see the pumpkins. But here we go. Hold on, guys, hold on. We're gonna get you a good view of them. There we go. We can see those orange pumpkins over there. They're hidden. They're hidden, guys. So if we wanted to wait for the Pumpkin King or on Christmas.
I ain't gonna lie, I do like the spirit though. He's like, hey guys.
Yeah, no, he seems like very happy to be presenting these plants and wonderment of God. Like the other day when me and Cece were eating, I was trying to get Cece to eat a piece of pineapple. And, you know, pineapple has like a different fruit taste than the other fruits. Like, it's very strong if you're going to go have a bite of it compared to like other, if you're used to eating artificial fruit flavored stuff. And he went to have like a bite of it and he was like so like just blasted out by the strongness of the flavor. And I was like, it's good, huh? Doesn't it taste like God made it, right? That's the best way you could describe like fruits and vegetables. Like, you know, there has like a fresh fruit. It has like a flavor element that's not coming from anything else. And the best way to describe it is, it tastes like God made it. Like, it has never felt the chill of a refrigerator. Imagine you eat a tomato that has never felt the chill of a refrigerator.
Yeah, for real. It's not like eating some God-level fruits.
Yes, God. Straight from God.
None of that factory bowl porn.
Yeah.
Alright, back to you. Got a little bit left.
The other stuff, robots made it. A little bit of it. It has a little bit of robot hands on it.
Alright, we're going to get through this video and we'll give you a break so we can come back and add.
Sorry, I like to ramble and I like to talky.
It's all good. 1:30 we'll do your video. 1 o'clock, 1:30.
Oh God, I gotta do another video after this? We'll see. I'm blessed out. You didn't warn me we're gonna do like 3 videos.
This Eve or Halloween Eve, we could come out and sit in this field and wait for the Pumpkin King to bring us gifts. Here's one right here, guys. There it is.
Yeah.
So we've got a few pumpkins out here, and this is how pumpkins are grown. Isn't that cool? They're beautiful. I love these pumpkins, but I just wanted to show it to you in a way that I can show you on the main feed without getting fired, guys. We don't want to get fired by making these videos. But look at that beautiful one back there. That one looks like it's ready to be picked. Somebody told me they were disappointed in the pumpkin field, but I love these guys. We're gonna walk all the way around and show you the pumpkins. Pumpkins, guys. I hope it comes out good. I hope it comes out good, guys.
Me too.
I don't know what this is. These are obviously some different sort of
pumpkins make some delicious pumpkin spice.
Plant. If you know what this is, guys, leave a comment for me. Let me know. I don't know offhand. It doesn't look like corn to me, and it's obviously not pumpkins. But we're gonna go check out these other ones. Got some little white ones. Little white pumpkins. What are those called? I don't know.
Obscura.
I don't know what we call the white ones. They're cute. You probably get $15 for them.
With the cameras on me, I'll be like,
now we're walking around.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I haven't got enough caffeine today for to be doing this.
There we go.
I like the cinnamon flavor.
I'll go for the generic bullshit.
I know you like candy flavor stuff, so I suggested it for you.
You suggested it, not guy. This is good too. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel.
I really like that.
I appreciate you making it through this video. This is a sugar cane patch and a pumpkin patch right here in Louisiana.
Smash that fucking waffle, yeah.
Thanks, guys. Thank you so much.
Like, I also think cinnamon tastes really good.
Alright.
That'd be a good video to share homeless in Louisiana. Which ones will give
It's only a minute. You want to do it?
Now, I will say most of these places around here will feed you, except for Chick-fil-A. And it's a Christianized restaurant, but they won't feed the homeless.
Oh, so there are restaurants that do feed the homeless.
Oh, I can go to Waffle House and get me a whole breakfast if I wanted.
Did they let you eat inside?
I can eat inside or outside.
And what do you tell them when you come in?
I go right to the manager. I say, hey, sir or ma'am, listen, I'm homeless. I don't have no money, but I'm just hungry. I don't want no money. Just feed me or free me. That's all.
That is crazy. And Chick-fil-A is supposed to be the most
Christianized restaurant.
And they will not feed the homeless.
They will not feed the homeless.
Well, give us a list of all the restaurants that you just so we...
Okay, you got Waffle House, you got Outback,
Outback? Wow. Okay,
McDonald's, Burger King. Sometimes you can go to the truck stop, the TA truck stop.
See, I like this. I like
and the lady will feed you there.
Community, people.
Popeyes will feed you all day long.
Knowledge that needs to go to this
Every night,
community,
10:30,
like
I'm going to come out with about
knowledge
50 pieces
you
of
need
chicken.
to have,
But I can't eat that many.
Okay.
All right.
Great video.
That's it for you, man. You can take a little break.
Yeah.
I'll probably continue for like a little bit more.
What? Really?
I mean, unless you want to keep going. I don't know.
I need to see this video back and take my adjustment notes for what I need to do next time.
Well, I'm gonna keep the stream going because I still got a couple of viewers in there.
There's been viewers, people watching this?
Yeah, like 4 at one point.
What?
So just...
I wasn't even looking.
Actually, since you've been on, I mean, having you or Ralph on, man, I'd be like, damn, these people are really tuning in when y'all in.
I can see that.
Let's see.
I need to go to TT.
And we'll be back later, or maybe she'll be on tomorrow. But you'll definitely see CC today. We'll probably be playing Roblox if he's not playing with his grandma.
Wait, so will I be able to go on to Switch and just watch this like right now?
Yeah, but you know what?
Will I be able to watch everything that was already recorded, or do I have to wait for that?
You probably gotta wait for it. But I'm probably gonna watch a couple more videos and then call it quits myself. Actually, there's only one viewer. I might call it quits right now. All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna see y'all later on.
This video is sponsored